Hi, welcome back to Richmond Tourism Talk. I'm Samantha Burford, here with Jeffrey Bordeaux, and he is with Whitehall State Historic Site. We have something very important to talk about, something that generally sells out about every year. So we want you to pay attention because you got to get your tickets.
You do have to get your tickets for the Ghost Walk. It's an annual event that we hold out at Whitehall State Historic Home. The premise of the Ghost Walk is that once a year the spirits of the Clay family come back to tell their stories.
Oh, wow.
So it's not a traditional haunted house, but more of a thinking man's haunted house.
Right.
We perform scenes using actors from Eastern Kentucky University's theater department, and they recreate the characters of the Clays. I write the scenes, and oftentimes I'm using their exact words from memoirs and letters that we have collected at Whitehall. And sometimes we actually perform the scenes in the room where the event that they were talking about actually happened. So it's a lot of fun. We serve refreshments at the end. Lachey and Kathleen make cookies, and we've got probably the best apple cider that you can get anywhere at the end of the tour.
Right.
So we're going to be having a lot of fun, and we hope that you come out and visit us too.
And I'm glad you mentioned that it's a thinking man's little different, because most people think of haunted houses as, you know, you probably don't take little children to haunted houses, but this is something very different than the common haunted house that we find here in Madison County. So this is something very exciting, something very unusual and different, and it is very popular. So like I said earlier, make sure you get your tickets, and you can call Whitehall State Historic Shrine to get your tickets.
Yes.
How much are they?
The tickets are $10.
He's
I
looking
was
for
making
verification.
sure. Tickets are $10, aren't they? Yes, they are. So tickets are $10. We ask that you reserve your credit or your tickets with a credit card.
Okay.
And then you'll come up to the house at the appointed time, collect your tickets down at the log structure near the parking lot.
Okay.
And then at the appointed time, your spirit guide, the person leading you through the house and giving you a little bit of background information on all of the scenes that you'll be seeing, will lead you up and lead you through the mansion.
It sounds so exciting. And like I said earlier, I know it does sell out because I had some friends call me last year that wanted to go, and they called and the tickets were already gone. They called me going, "We still want to go. Can we go?" And I said, "No, if the tickets are gone." So, you know, get your spirits ready.
Yeah, well, our spirits are ready. The spirit is willing.
Yeah. So do you guys, I'm sure you have to practice for this event and lay it all out in all the rooms. How many rooms do you go through? Is it a complete tour of the home? Or?
You do get to see all of the house, not as much detail as you would during the daytime, because we do give it kind of a spooky Halloween type of feeling. But you do get to walk through the house at night,
Right.
which is totally different than seeing it in the daytime. We do a good deal of rehearsal before the production starts, so we're already in rehearsal, rehearsing the scenes, memorizing the lines, getting people's measurements for costumes and so forth, because they're all costumed in the 1800s styles of clothing.
Right.
So we're in our production phase right now, but you know, we'll be ready to go in October.
Now, the dates of the event will be on the bottom of the screen while people are watching this right now, or you can call Whitehall. I mean, just to find out all the details and to go ahead and get your tickets reserved. $10, like we said. Is there anything else? Did we miss anything?
Don't think so. This year, I try to make the Ghost Walk different each year, too. The Clays were involved with so many different things, important historical features, and their personal lives were very, very colorful as well. So I've got material. I could be writing scenes for the next 20 years and not get all of the stories told. So I try to write new scenes each year. We also cover some of the other Clay family members, the African American people who were held as slaves at Whitehall. They often have a voice in the Ghost Walk as well. And this year we have two stories about slaves that were held at Whitehall. which will be an interesting look at not only the main family, but the rest of the family as well.
Well, I know you have a lot of stories because I think every time we get together and go to Whitehall for all the many events that you guys have out there for Christmas and all the other many, many activities, I know you guys stay very busy, but you guys are always telling us more stories of things that go on there. So there's plenty.
Yes, there is, and we're constantly finding out new information. Letters and so forth will be donated from family members, or our curator, Lachey Mullins, and our park manager, Kathleen White, will travel around the country to look at different collections in libraries to discover letters that the Clays had written, get facsimiles of those, and then bring them back for us to put in our computers so that we've got a good database
Right.
of everything that we can find that the Clays said.
Right, and factual.
Very, very factual.
Right.
We've been trying to stomp out some of the more outrageous myths about Mr. Clay, although, because he doesn't need any embellishment. This is a guy who bought a couple of cannon to protect his newspaper office with in Lexington. It was an anti-slavery newspaper and not popular. And if nothing else, Mr. Clay was always prepared for the worst.
Right. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much. And it's always a pleasure to get with you guys, and Whitehall is beautiful. I mean, we are so fortunate to have such a beautiful historic site in our community, and we thank you guys. You preserve it and tell such wonderful details, and it is incredible. So hopefully everyone can attend as many, and you guys sell it out again this year.
We hope so, too. And you want to make sure that you come this year because we're recreating the duel between Cassius Clay and Robert Wycliffe in the backyard this year. So black powder pistols, explosions, what more can you ask?
That's true. That's true. That's exciting. That's something very unique and different this year. All right. Jeffrey, thank you very much, and we'll be right back with more Richmond Tourism Talk.